The movie begins with a big old cargo truck rolling into Colombia and we see it as it clears the border. The cop steps out, checks the papers, everything looks straight. He waves it through like it's just another day. But man, you can already feel the tension building. Something's off. A little later, that same truck pulls into this sketchy, dusty spot. The driver hops out, pries open a wooden crate in the back, and out climbs Cris, looking rough, hops out of the trunk, about to leave when the driver suddenly holding a matchheat and growls for more cash. Cris fires back, "We already agreed on a price before I got in, which I paid." The driver just laughs cold. "That was only for the ride. Now pay, or you don't leave breathing." Right then, Cris spots a second guy creeping up behind him, also armed. Then driver swings the matchheat at him. He flings his bag like a weapon, slices one guy's shoulder with a hidden knife, then drops him with several punches. He spins, grabs the other dude and kicks him, then leaves both of them on the floor in pain. Cris snatches their keys, jumps in the truck and drives out. We meet this seriously dangerous assassin they call the Demon. He's alone, calmly fixing up his mechanical arm like it's the most normal thing in the world. What's he planning? You don't know yet, but you're about to find out. Cris in the distance staking out a nice house from a distance. A car backs out of the driveway. Inside is the owner's daughter, Alice. Turns out this is the home of Finn, a powerful gang leader. Cris follows that car quietly until Alice gets dropped at school. Later, when school lets out, she heads home. Finn greets her with a big smile, asks how her day was, and they laugh together like any tight-knit dad and daughter. You can see they're super close. That same night, things get dark fast. The Demon is sitting in a cafe way after closing. The owner walks up, tells him to leave. Instead, he grabs her arm, forces her to sit, and finishes snapping his mechanical hand into place. He slides out a hidden blade, slices a piece of cake, and makes her eat it while she's shaking with fear. She's terrified, until a female cop pulls up outside. The owner tells the cop this guy is threatening her. The cop orders him out. The Demon just walks away calmly. The owner is shocked. "Why didn't you arrest him?" The cop says he didn't actually hurt her, so her hands are tied. She locks up and drives the owner home for safety. But the second they're in the car, the Demon appears behind the back seat and takes out the cop in cold blood. Then he turns to the girl, voice soft and creepy, "Just chill," before he finishes her too. Next morning, two of Finn's guys are driving Alice to school. Cris shows up looking like a total scrub and starts washing their car windows. He taps the glass, asks them to roll it down. They refuse. So he smashes the side mirror. One guy jumps out swinging. Cris drops him in one move. The other tries to lock the doors, but Cris yanks him out and knocks him cold too. Alice sees the chaos and bolts into the street. Cris finishes the fight, steals their car and chases her down. He cuts her off, grabs her, shoves her in the trunk. Her phone drops, but it's too late. He's got her. Finn finds out fast. He's furious, beats one of his own men bloody, orders the other one killed, then calls his right-hand guy Joe. "Tell every crew we know, tear the country apart. Whoever brings my daughter back gets paid huge." Meanwhile, Alice is screaming in the trunk. Cris drives to a quiet forest spot, opens it to check on her, and she bolts into the woods. He chases, she trips, he catches up. He pulls out a photo, him with her mom and dad back in the day. "I was tight with your real mom once. Your mom begged me to take you far from Finn the second I got out." Alice doesn't buy it. She's scared stiff. Cris hands her his gun. "If I try anything shady, shoot me." She fires, misses on purpose. They get in the car, she holds the gun to his head the whole way, demanding he take her home. He stays calm. "It's a long drive. You'll tire out. And I know you won't actually pull the trigger." She tries anyway, but the gun's empty. He only gave her one bullet. She's still terrified, but now she knows he's playing a deeper game. The car runs out of gas. Cris pulls into a station, tells her to stay quiet. The second he steps out, Alice spots a group of guys and runs to them screaming for help. Cris chases. A huge brawl breaks out. He's tossing grown men left and right, knocking them out cold because he doesn't want to kill anyone. Alice calls her dad mid-fight. Cris snatches her just as Finn answers. She yells, "Come save me," but Cris cuts the call, ties her hands and tells her to behave. She screams, "Who do you think you are?" Cris looks her dead in the eye. "I'm your father." Alice freezes, then laughs it off as a lie. But she's starving and pissed, so she demands food. They head to a greasy diner. Someone's already tailing them. At the diner, Cris begs her to eat fast. She refuses. If he makes her leave early, she'll scream the place down. He notices the diamond chain around her neck. "I bought that for your mom. You look just like her." Alice tears up, asks where he's been all these years. "Prison," he says. She calls him a criminal. He fires back. Then the truth starts spilling. Her mom never loved Finn and Cris is sure Finn killed her. Alice gets angry because she loves the man who raised her. Suddenly the whole place gets surrounded. The guy who was tailing them is another gang boss chasing the reward. Chaos erupts. Cris fights like a demon himself, wrecking the diner. Two guys grab Alice and run. Cris interrogates the last thug with a deep fryer until he talks. Alice ends up at the gang boss's hideout. He calms her, says he'll return her to Finn for big money, lets her call home. She asks Finn straight up if he killed her mom. Finn denies it, until she mentions the kidnapper claims to be her real dad. Finn loses it, smashing everything. Then the demon shows up at the hideout and starts slaughtering everyone. Doesn't matter man or woman, he smashes guns like toys. Alice sneaks out, clocks the gang boss with a vase, grabs a gun and shoots at the demon. He charges. Cris bursts in and they go into a savage, bone-crunching brawl. The demon is huge and insanely strong, but Cris lands hit after hit. The demon knocks Cris down hard and goes for Alice. She screams. Cris yells, "Run." She does, straight into a dead end on the roof. The demon corners her. Cris tackles him and they both crash off the building. The gang boss wakes up and unloads a machine gun on them. Cris smashes through glass to escape, waits for bullets to run out, then finishes the gang boss. Alice suddenly rams the demon with a car. Cris grabs her and they speed away. They walk through a flea market. Cris tells her to change clothes. Everyone's hunting them now. She does, then demands the full truth. Cris opens up. "Your mom was my wife. Finn betrayed me, framed me for stealing bank money, sent me to prison for 15 years, took my wife and raised my daughter. Your mom visited me in jail, scared, and begged me to get you out as soon as I was free." Alice still doesn't believe him fully. Meanwhile, the demon stitches up his wounds at home, still alive and angrier than ever. He carjacks a guy in the most brutal way, slices off an ear just for fun. Later, Cris and Alice are hiding. Alice hears a familiar song in the street. She gets emotional. She sings along. Cris smiles softly. "That was your mom's favorite song." He talks about the diamond chain, saying he got it for Alice's mom. "Diamonds are unbreakable. Your mom was unbreakable. I want you to be that strong too." Alice gets emotional for the first time. Finn, watching security footage, realizes the demon wants his daughter dead. He knows he's in deep trouble. That night they steal a new car. Alice sees Cris mapped a route to the airport. She refuses to leave her whole life. "Even if he locked you up, Finn raised me." Cris snaps that Finn murdered her mom. "No proof," she says. But he tells her the timing. Her mom was planning to run with her the same month she killed herself. She steals the car and drives off alone. Cris flags down another ride, but it's the demon. He's now chasing Alice. She stops at a payphone, tries calling Finn. The demon is right behind her. She runs into the street, bangs on doors. Nobody helps. She hides, swings a pipe at him. He knocks it away. He pulls out an apple, makes her bite it. She spits it in his face and runs. Cris yells her name. Gunfight erupts between Cris and the demon. Alice is caught in the middle. The demon grabs her, ties her to a car, then ties up Cris and starts beating him senseless. Cris won't talk, just curses him. Alice screams, "He's my father." The demon is shocked. She's not Finn's kid. He keeps pounding Cris until he passes out. Next day, Cris wakes up hanging by a noose from a tire in public. Finn is right there, about to kill him. Cris gasps, "You need me to get Alice back." Finn says no, then orders his men to cut him down anyway. Cris punches Finn for killing his wife. They drag him along to hunt Alice. The demon calls Finn, sets up a meet to hand over the daughter and collect his due. He says, "Thank Joey for the tip." Finn realizes Joey betrayed him, shoots him dead on the spot. Cris laughs, "You're always a rat." Finn explains the demon. He once hired him for a job, but the guy went too far, so Finn tried to kill him. The demon chopped off his own cuffed hand and escaped. Now he wants revenge. They reach the demon's spot, an old factory. Finn goes in front. Cris sneaks around back like old times. Inside, the demon has already killed Finn's crew. He's tied Alice's hands to a moving conveyor belt heading straight for a massive metal grinder. He tells Finn, "Save her, or chop off her hands before she reaches the end." Finn runs, sees the spinning blades, tries everything to stop it. The demon spots Cris and they launch into their second vicious fight. Cris is fighting for his daughter's life, asking why the demon wants to hurt a kid. The demon laughs, "She matters to Finn. He paid me to kill her mom years ago. I tortured her first. I lost my hand because of him. Now I take his daughter's hand, or her life." Finn tries to cut Alice's hand to save her, but her scream stops him. Cris gets stabbed in the gut over and over by the demon's blade arm. He drops. The demon forces Finn to confess everything to Alice. "I paid him to kill your mom because she was going to take you away." Alice breaks down. The demon says the controls are downstairs, too far. Cris, bleeding bad, reminds Alice about the diamond. She rips off the necklace and throws it into the grinder. The machine jams and stops. The demon charges her. Cris forces himself up. Finn suddenly attacks too. The demon drags Finn over the edge, they both fall. Alice runs to Cris. He's fading fast, bleeding out. She begs him not to leave her alone. He goes quiet, and she sobs. But wait, the movie isn't done. Later, Alice visits a grave. She lays flowers. Cris walks up beside her, alive. He says, Your mom would be so proud of you. She hugs him for the first time and whispers, "Dad." And in a final shot, the demon's body next to Finn's has vanished into thin air. Was he just a nickname, or something worse? If this recap got your blood pumping, drop a like, tell me your favorite fight in the comments, and subscribe so you never miss another breakdown. Stay safe out there, folks. See you next time.